Thanks for joining me today at Slide Feather Racing. For those who don't know, my name is Dan, and I want to thank you for joining me today.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Today I thought we'd take a look on what it'll take to put out a few videos and maybe make some money at doing it as well. I'm going to share a few of the things that I've seen along the way, and a few of the tricks and the trades of maybe becoming a full-time YouTube HO slot car creator. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a perfect person. I've just been navigating this myself now for a year and a half, and I want to help others. I see a really big emergence now in HO slot car, and there's a lot of people who have been coming up with some fantastic content and a lot of new people who are coming up. I just wanted to share what I've been doing. Maybe I can throw out a few hints for some people, and we can move the HO slot car creation on its way. I want to thank everybody for watching me today. Let's get into this. So as I talk about this stuff, this by no means is in order of importance. It's just a few things I've jotted down. I just want to share with anybody who's interested in maybe sharing their HO creations with us. There's no limit to the amount of people that could be doing this. Everybody these days is carrying around as good a camera as I use to make my videos, and we'll talk about that in a bit. All right, so keep that in mind. Everybody is a potential creator. Like I say to people who have started out, I tell them if it has anything to do with HO or you think it might be cool, definitely make sure you video it. All right, so here we go. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Let's have a look at the list I've compiled. Okay, the first one, most importantly, all right, this among every other thing that you'll do to become a YouTube creator is it all starts with your name. Got to have a name. So before you can drop some videos, come up with a catchy name, something that people are going to like. Something that people won't forget. Stockpile Hobbies. Awesome. Scott's House of HO Racing. Awesome. Slot Value Racing. Awesome. You know, they roll. Gale Force Raceway. Mayor. You bet, brother. Right? They roll. They sound good. They're catchy. All right? How about a catchphrase? For me, it's get your heart racing. For Scott, I believe it's light some sparks and melt some plastic. All right? So it's stuff you remember. Okay? So now when you think of HO slot car, you're like, yeah, it's ringing in my head. Light some sparks and melt some plastic. Fantastic. I mean, really. Okay? What you'll be reviewing, you could do a mixture of everything. Just remember, keep it moving and keep people interested, all right? See over here, right? Lots of stuff going on. Keep people interested. When you're busy yapping, people are busy checking out all of this. And I don't mean all of this. I mean all of this, okay? Right. So, as a YouTube creator, you're going to have YouTube suggestion videos that are made by their creators to help you in your goal, ultimately to become a monetized YouTube creator. All right? Always listen to what your fans have to say, your fans, your subscribers, what have you. You don't have anything. If you constantly refuse to interact with your viewership, you'll find you won't have a viewership for long. That much I know for a fact, and that one's shared by the community. try to appear at as many HO events as possible. I mean, online, if you're able to get to a market, HO market or a hobby market. Now remember, video everything, okay? Let people decide if they want to watch your stuff. There are millions and millions and millions of people on earth. You can't tell me that there isn't a handful of people in the small corner of some little place on earth that doesn't want to see your videos. You have no idea about that. You got to put it out there. All right? So if you think you got something, if you're not even sure, put it out there. Let people decide for themselves. All right? Now, music. I like to put music in my videos because I find it helps move things along and it adds sort of atmosphere to what I'm talking about. So music has, for music, as a YouTube creator, you get access to their audio library, which allows you to look through thousands of songs and hundreds and hundreds of sounds, sound effects, and that kind of thing. Now, if you want to find something separate from YouTube, then there's Ben Sound. That's free. Or you can pay for the service, but they do have a large selection of free stuff. And don't forget to watch the YouTube creator videos, okay? That's most important. They teach you everything there is to know, more than I'm going to teach you today. All right. So you've decided to become a YouTube creator. This is the point where you decide how many videos you're going to be putting out, because people are going to want to see more and more and more and more of you. As your audience grows, so will your viewership. You need to have an idea as to how much videos you're going to put out in a week, because you're going to try and create a regular cadence. Like for myself, I do the Top Fuel and Funny Car Fridays religiously every Friday at 8 p.m. Central. Yeah, so that's kind of my idea. And then on the weekends, I like to put out other content. But Fridays, I want my crowd to know that at least they're going to get Top Fuel and Funny Car Fridays, and they can rely on that every time. And this is what brings people to you, because what'll happen is people will be waiting for that video to come on, and you'll have more interactions because people will be starting to rely on when you're going to release your videos. All right? Okay, so what I found, and this is totally a creator's preference, but if you try and do a GoPro front to back these days, and by that I mean you try and set up a GoPro on a stand and just have it videotape you straight through 100%. That may have worked in the past, but moving forward, millennials, we need the younger crowd into HO, and they're not going to be interested in that. They need to see wow, they need to see pizzazz, they want to hear music, they want to see flash. So in order to grow the HO as I feel it has been, this is the reason why I try and mix it up a little bit. And this is the reason why I've bought a video production, what would you call it, a video production program. There are many out there. The one I choose to use is VideoPad. I found it the easiest when starting out. There's a couple really good videos on how to use it on YouTube. It's an absolutely fantastic product. It doesn't cost much, and there's some really key features that make a big difference in videos. Once you purchase, for instance, VideoPad, the one that I did, inside that VideoPad, it gives you an option to buy other programs. One of those programs is a program called Motion Capture. This is how I'm able to catch the drag, able to do the live views, do the drag strip, the live drag racing photos. Basically, what happens is I pull up this this program. It captures whatever's on the screen and makes it into a small video clip. And then, of course, you've all seen my intros and exits. You know, so I find that I hope at least it's keeping people interested in what I'm producing. But it's not really about me, it's about the whole picture today, and I want to get as many people interested in producing HO videos and getting out there as possible, because the more of us there is, the more chance and the better chance there are of capturing subscribers. Because in the end, we're all sharing the same HO pool, just some people have been found and some people haven't. And if you ask me, I think that's literally a shame. Our name, if you ask me, you should type in HO slot car and it should just list 100% of anybody who's put out an HO content slot car video in the past month. Their name should be on that list. And the only reason why I use the past month is because there are a lot from the past that are no longer being used anymore. They're just sitting static. People are watching their videos. I'm talking about current viewers and video producers. All right. Now, your camera. This is, you don't need an expensive camera. This is where most people, I think, get it wrong. You can use a GoPro. Personally, if I was using a GoPro, I would have a video production. I definitely have a video production program. Just to cut it up and make it look nice, and interactions between scenes and that kind of thing. But I just use, personally, I use the i10. It produces in 4K. It's always done good for me. In fact, my last phone I was producing videos on was an i8. So, I don't know. If you got an iPhone, I guess you got a production studio in your hand. You can, of course, get an expensive digital camera, like a SLS or SRS or whatever. I don't have one, so I'm not particular about the name. But if you have a clue, then you're with me. So that's what I use. It's absolutely works fantastic. That's what you're seeing every single video you see me on. It comes off that. All right. Always try and include something in your video that's going to get people talking. When your video is over, you don't want it to be over in people's minds. You want them to be thinking about it. You want them to put a comment in there, whether it be good, bad, or ugly. YouTube algorithms don't care. They just really like the comments. That's how it is. Make sure you interact and make sure you get people talking. And that's what you need. And that's when people are thinking about your content throughout the day. That's when they're telling your friends about this. That's when you're telling your groups, your slot car clubs. Awesome. I wish I had a slot car club in my area, but by the looks of it, within 100 kilometers, I am Mr. Slot Car. All right. And the last thing, I like to throw a little research into everything I review, because there's nothing worse than looking like an absolute idiot. I do not claim to know it all, and I'm certainly not even close to that. I don't have one guru, I have two gurus. All right? So if there's anything you ever need to know, and I can't figure it out for you, my community will definitely help. That's really all I have to say about this subject right now. But before we leave, I just want to say that if you're actually thinking about putting YouTube videos out there, I absolutely 100% suggest to you that you just go ahead and do it. Like I said, don't worry about what people are going to think about your videos. Just get it out there. You have no idea what people are looking for. These days, there are too many people on earth to overlook what you may think is a non-existing video. Always remember to thank your subscribers. most importantly, these are the people that watch your videos. These are the people that come back week after week. These are the people that pat you on the back when you've had a completely shitty day. The HO community is absolutely fantastic, and I want to thank each and every one of you. All my subscribers, I always thank you, and I want to thank you again. Thank you very much. I don't want to keep you much longer. I know this has been a bit of a long video, and for those of you who aren't interested in producing slot car videos, well, I guess this is not particularly a video for you, but I hope maybe what I said was interesting. But in the end, my 100% goal for all you guys is to get everybody in HO putting videos out. Think about it. Today is the day where you pull your phone out and you videotape the fun you're having with your grandkids, your children, your neighbor, your wife, your best friend, your brother, your slot car brothers. Ow! You know who you are. From all of us here at Slot Valley Racing, get your heart racing.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup. You want to go do
Slot cars in the garage?
Yup.